Hey, Mike with Nerd Problems Gaming here, and today's video will be doing a review on the Marvel Dice Throne expansion of Black Panther versus Captain Marvel, so let's get into it. Now I know I said expansion, but technically this game is a standalone game in the Marvel Dice Throne universe, and the Dice Throne universe in general, so you can play this just by itself, but it does certainly pair well with the base Marvel Dice Throne game and the other expansion of Black Widow versus Doctor Strange. But again, in this game you'll take on the roles of Black Panther and Captain Marvel and unleash their different abilities and battle it out to be the last player standing. And so if you're not familiar with how Dice Throne works in general, basically you'll choose a character and then you'll have a base player board that has all the different abilities your character can use, and throughout the game you'll roll die and play cards to enhance your abilities and unlock abilities based on the die that you roll. And players will go back and forth through different phases where they can roll their die, play cards to upgrade their character, and deal damage to the other player, and then also defend damage from an incoming attack, all with the goal of being the last player standing. Now I really think that they did a great job on this expansion of Marvel Dice Throne, and really all of Marvel Dice Throne in general, in the sense that when you play as a specific character, it really does feel like you're playing as that character and reflects their different abilities from the movies and comics. And so in this case, for example, you'll play as Black Panther, and so your abilities will center around powering up your suit. And so the more damage that you take, the more kinetic energy you build, which will lead to increased damage from your attacks, and eventually you can unleash a powerful attack once your kinetic energy reaches a certain threshold. On top of that, you'll have your vibranium suit, where you can deflect some incoming damage, and so it creates a cool ability set for Black Panther. And then Captain Marvel will focus on building up her powers and deal damage passively to another player as you accumulate tokens on them. You have a Cosmic Ray ability which can deal increased damage with your different attacks, and a Radiance ability that makes it easier to defend incoming damage. Now again, one thing I do like about this expansion is the fact that I feel that each character is very balanced. When we played as these characters, I never felt like one really overpowered the other. It was a close game each time. On top of that, you can mix and match this with other Dice Throne expansions and the other Dice Throne games in the Marvel universe. And so that's a lot of fun where you can play as your favorite different characters. But again, this is a standalone game by itself as well. I do think that they did a great job in the artwork of this game. And as I mentioned, each character does really feel like you're playing that specific character. So if these are some of your favorites in the Marvel universe, I would definitely recommend picking up this expansion of Marvel Dice Throne. The rule set, again, is pretty simple to learn. It seems a bit overwhelming, but really once you start to play the game, it really comes down to having an upkeep phase, increasing your power, drawing a card, rolling die, choosing what ability you want. The defender has a chance to defend or counter your ability, and then you wrap up your turn. So it's pretty simple. It follows that process each round, and play will go back and forth like this between players, one being the attacker, one being the defender, until one player wins the game. The game itself, again, feels like a combination of several different types of games. It's almost like a deck builder meets Yahtzee meets Magic the Gathering. So if you like any of those types of games, I think you'll enjoy this game, as they take a lot of the best features from them and combine them into one. But let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about Marvel Dice Throne? Do you like this expansion with Black Panther and Captain Marvel? Let me know in the comments below. Are there other versions of Dice Throne I should pick up outside of the Marvel Dice Throne series? Let me know in the comments below as well. And if you'd like to pick up a copy of this game, there'll be a link in the description below where you can do so. But if you like what you see, I would definitely recommend it. And if you like videos like this on video games, board games, and everything nerdy, check out one of our other videos here. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get the latest updates of new nerd videos we put out. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.